What is going on, everybody? Matt Carter here, and your go-to source for everything real estate related in the London and surrounding region on YouTube. Thanks for joining me again today, and I'm going to be going over a quick market update for the month of September 2021. If you haven't been here before, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my content, and get notified so you don't miss any videos coming up in the future. So looking at those numbers for the month of September, we had 627 homes change hands within the month and 778 new listings hit the market. So as you can tell with those numbers, a lot of the homes that are hitting the market are getting snatched up pretty quickly, leading to very low inventory on the market. Within the month, the only active listings we had were 398 listings, which is down an astonishing almost 36% from 2020. This leads us right into the months of inventory statistic that I talk about in my videos. And basically, if you're not familiar with it, it means if all the homes that are listed on the market today, if no more homes were listed in the future, how long would it take for those homes that are currently on the market to sell at the same rate that they are currently selling? I know it sounds a little confusing, but I'll write it up here just so you can follow it a little bit easier. So for the month of September, we had 0.6 months of inventory. That means if today no more homes hit the market and we still continued selling them at the rate we are selling them, we would only last a little bit longer than half a month, just over 2 weeks, on the market of the active inventory until there were no more homes left to sell. This is extremely low, and if you look at the 10-year data, we are at a 10-year low for this, among some other statistics that I'm going to talk about as well. Because of this low inventory, we're seeing homes go over asking with multiple bids on each house. On average, homes are going for about 8.6% over the listing price, just to give you a little bit of a target if you are looking at homes online. And homes are only lasting a median days of 8 days on market. I assume it would be much lower if people weren't holding off until a specific date to review certain offers, but it is by far the most popular strategy in this market that we have. Put a house up and then review offers about a week down the line once enough people have had an opportunity to go through the property. So, in the final stat I'm going to talk about is the most popular one that everybody seems to ask about is the average price of a home in London. And in London in September, the average price was just over $644,000. Over the last 4 months, if you've been keeping up with my market updates, you've been noticing a little bit of a dip in the price. So we went actually from the last month's average price of $617,000 all the way up to $644,000. And you can kind of attribute this to the fall market starting. So now that we're getting into September and now we're into October, people are back to school. The kind of calamity that is the beginning of the fall has settled down a bit. People are getting back out there shopping for homes. So you're going to see a ramp up in activity in the market, and therefore the price is going up as well. So takeaway messages for all the buyers out there. I'm going to tell you right now to prepare yourself for a fall market. I think we're going to pick right back up where we left off in the spring. We saw a little bit of a dip in the summer that I spoke about in the past, but we seem to be picking up right where we left off. Really low inventory out there, a lot of demand. There's a lot of buyers out there. So if you are looking for a home this fall, it's going to be tough. There's no way around it. It's going to be competitive. So make sure that you're talking with your realtor to ensure that you are capitalizing on every strategy possible to give you the best chance at getting that house. And finally, the takeaways for the sellers today. You're going to find that this fall is going to be as good a time as any to sell if you are in the market for it. The unfortunate thing is a lot of people these days, if they are selling, they're going to be purchasing as well. So that's going to throw you right back in my buyer advice there. Prepare for a crazy fall. But if you're looking to downsize or anything like that where you don't need to go and buy a new place, now may be as good a time as any to sell your house, because you're going to have a ton of competition out there bidding on your home. But also make sure that you're still doing everything and your realtor is still doing everything possible in order to market your property. Make sure it's ready to go and make sure that you get top dollar for your house. All right, that's about it for the stats for September. Thanks for joining me today. If you saw value in this content, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed and get notified for all my content coming up in the future. And until then, take care.